Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday the 30th of December 2021. Let's take a look at the Forex calendar first. Not too much data is today scheduled for release. However, we already got the data from the United Kingdom. Nationwide house price index is increasing to 1%, which is slightly better than previous reading of 0.1% and beats the expectations of 0.5%. We're still ahead of the retail sales from the Switzerland and the KOF economic barometer from Switzerland. Some data from Spain like CPI and government 10 and 30 years bond auctions. Later on, the same situation is from the Italy and France. We have the 10 and 30 years bond auctions as well. During the New York session, we have unemployment claims and continuing claims data from the US scheduled for release half past 2, together with the Chicago Purchaising Managers Index scheduled for release 3:45, and of course half past 4 there is natural gas storage change from the EIA. So please keep an eye on this data, as those data are of course important for the price of the natural gas. Okay, so let's take a look at some charts. I think we are going to start with the Australian dollar. The Australian dollar on the daily time frame chart is climbing higher. Currently, as you can see, this move from 6,992 has been well over 1.26%, which means this is a completely new move to the upside. Recently we've just made 4.10%, so we have different cycle here. Apparently, of course, those kinds of moves are so far only in 3 waves. So let me just show it to you. This is wave A, that would be some sort of the wave B maybe here, and then of course the wave C. It's not still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive development. As far as I can see, there is a chance that we got the measurement for the Fibonacci's, I mean the 100. There you go, this is 100, so somewhere there should be 0.61 expression. Okay, this is violated already, so we still have the 100 target for the ABC correction. And if we apply our Fibonacci retracement tool, we can see that 61% is just above the projection, but 50% is just in between. So right now the situation is much more clear. What happened? We retraced 50% of the last wave down, but it looks like we might be heading towards 61%, which is located at 7,345, which is just above the 7,313 100% ABC market geometry level as well. So this would be kind of an interesting zone. Let me just put my blue arrow here for all of you to see this kind of zone. So this might be interesting zone, reaction zone for the market. Extend right this trend line, yes, and we are still below this trend line. As you can see, there was a false breakout here. However, when we just look at this trend bar, this trend line here, it doesn't look that much important. So let's just focus on maybe a little bit more accurate trend line, which is that one, right? This is the classical trend line resistance, and as you can see, we are still trading below this trend line. So the outlook looks after that this level is hit, of course, the outlook is still bearish. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar, as you can see, is trading around or just above the very important technical support. However, this technical support had been violated because we had a new low made on the New Zealand dollar. This is the key technical support, 6,753. The low, however, was made at 6,699. Let me just put this line here so we can see the actual swing low here, and what is going on the New Zealand right now after we broke below this trend line. There was of course some kind of a bullish price action because the market hit extremely oversold levels. It was of course extremely oversold conditions as well. We have a bounce towards 6,753 broken, 6,804 broken, and then the lows of the end of the September, 6,857, 6,880. Those lows are key supply zone and two technical resistance zones as well. This is not longer applicable because it's supposed to be a kind of a triangle. It didn't work, and as you can see, this bounce is very small. This is only, I guess, a few percent only bounce, maybe around 2%. There you go, 2.24. So that's just a pullback basically. That's not even a correction on a daily time frame chart. So it still looks like bears have the control over the market since the top around here at the level of 7,217. So please keep an eye on the key supply zone, 6,857, 6,880. This is the supply zone. If this zone is violated, if this zone is broken, then of course the other levels are like a Fibonacci retracement levels, or one of this technical resistance, 7,072 pips, 7,097 pips, 7,113 pips. So those are the next eventually targets, but this scenario would be very much bullish, because that would be something like a V-shape reversal. So that's the New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look right now on the US dollar to the Swiss franc, because we have the Swiss data from the Switzerland. As you can see, we are still trading out of this channel, and this market is busy going nowhere. Plenty of ABC patterns. This one is ABC as well. It looks like we have some very complex correction here going on, which is very hard to label correctly. So right now, stop doing this if you're labeling it somehow. This market is doing nothing right now. Bounce from the short-term trend line, the blue one, is very nice. However, it doesn't look like we are going back towards 9,295, because this is the next technical resistance. It will more likely break. If we won't break above 9,295, we will more likely break again below the blue trend line towards 9,084 pips and eventually 9,054 pips. The key technical support, let me just put my level here, is still around the level of 8,919 for the US dollar to the Swiss franc. So the outlook is we are waiting for a breakout, for a decisive breakout. And last but not least, let's take a look at Bitcoin. As you can see, the level of 51,846 has been completely rejected. So this is the key short-term technical resistance and supply zone for Bitcoin. We have another move to the downside. Let me just adjust our trend line. There you go. There's a bounce from the trend line here. Momentum went to the level of 50 and then reversed, which is very technical signal that this market is weak. If we break below 45,429, then we can go even below the level of 40,000 again, because this is one of the most important technical supports right now. However, since the middle of this is the 7th of the December, we've been going up and down between 51,846, 45,421. So This is more like a consolidation zone just before that 2021 is terminated, is completed, right? The year of 2021. So please pay attention to this this time as well, because it's end of the year, liquidity is low, volatility is low, we are trending basically in a tight range, and anything can happen. There can be a very big drastic sell-off towards below the 40,000. However, if we hold above 45,429, there is still another attempt towards the key technical resistance, because in the background we have the uptrend on Bitcoin. So it's way better for market and easier for market to continue the trend than to reverse and start the new one. So that's everything for me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow for the last technical review of 2021. So take care and bye bye.